hamsters, and welcome back to Little House with a beautiful facade that is my YouTube channel. So today I will be speaking about Sigma males. More tea, more male breeds. Let's go. Or as I actually like to call them, caveman breeds, because I believe that's more accurate. So let's get going with this. I found this very tiny, handy article on the date mix, which I'll be linking below if you're so interested to see how you can become a Sigma male. And we'll have a look at it. But first, let's have a read at a definition. Okay, here we go. Google says that a Sigma male is a man who chooses to live his life outside of the normal societal dominance hierarchy of society. Sigma males have similar traits to alpha males but prefer to walk to the beat of their own drum and don't often take orders from people or conform to society's labels or systems. So, basically alpha but introverted, and that's it. Like, there's not much of a difference. But yeah, the best way to ensure you will become a Sigma male is indeed to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell and comment down below. Also follow me on Byte and Instagram at Hunted. That way you will be certain you're a truest possible Sigma male. Let's get into this. So 7 traits that make the Sigma males different. What is interesting to me is that so many commentary YouTubers and commentary channels so far have been reviewing the whole Sigma male situation the wrong way. They looked at what Sigma males are. But today we're looking what Sigma males are. But alphas, betas, omegas aren't. That's, I think, the more scientific way to look at it. Okay, let's go. If you have never heard the term Sigma male, let's briefly break it down. The different personality types stemming from how we speak about the animal kingdom, especially dog breeds, are just as interesting as discussing your astrological sign or Myers-Briggs personality type. All these things that don't have a way to be verified. Alpha personality types are often the leaders of the pack. Alphas are confident, attractive, and often self-centered. Alphas, as most of us are aware, tend to be the dominant personality. Betas are much more reserved than alphas. As described by the Minds Journal, betas are often wingmen to their alpha friends. Beta males can be sensitive and compassionate, as if that's a bad thing. Omega personality types tend to like ambition and embrace laziness. My goodness, like, this is the same vibe as astrology. I used to be so into astrology, but I'm not anymore because of things like this. Oh, if your zodiac sign is Cancer, you cry far too much, and you're just, so emotional, you cannot achieve anything in life. Yeah, that's the same thing that I'm seeing here. And men that identify as Sigma personality types, think about a lone wolf. The traits of a Sigma male are interesting and certainly different than their counterparts. Oh yeah, so different that you cannot differentiate it from an alpha. Oopsie. Sigma dudes are doing their own thing. If you think of a lone wolf, you probably automatically envision someone who likes to spend time by themselves, someone who's doing their own thing all of the time. Sigma males are like this. They tend to not rely on other people and are perfectly content keeping to themselves, not oversharing on social media and not constantly texting and keeping in close touch with everyone in their lives. Now let's get real for a second. When I read that out loud to you, but without the context of Sigma male, wait a second. They're doing their own thing. If you think of a lone wolf, you probably envision someone who likes to spend time by themselves, someone who's doing their own thing. They're just like that. They tend not to rely on other people and are perfectly content keeping to themselves, not oversharing on social media, and not constantly texting and keeping in close touch with everyone in their lives. That seems like a regular independent person. It's completely fine to follow your own, for lack of a better term, gut feeling, I guess, about being social and how social you want to be. So that's the whole thing. I think we all want to be independent. 2020 has taught us not to overwhelm ourselves with media, especially when things aren't great. And we should keep that up. Because social media is a double-edged sword, It can go either way. Sigma males can control a room, obviously, just as alphas can. So much difference. Though not very similar to an alpha personality type, Sigmas can definitely control a room, just in a quieter way. People are drawn to Sigma personality types, but for the opposite reason that they may be drawn to the alphas in the room. While alpha personality types will be working the room, Sigmas will be keeping to themselves, while drawing attention to themselves because they come across as mysterious. Yeah. You know the time when you were waiting at the doctor's, or you were in the line just waiting to pay for your groceries? Yeah, it's like that moment when you see someone being so mysterious, or for any of you guys who ever been to auditions for anything, that moment when you see a person that's just so mysterious in the room. It's, everyone's eyes are on them. You cannot get your mind and eyes and thoughts just anywhere else. So magnetic, just that silence. Beautiful. Sigma males are charismatic. Obviously, Sigma males are charismatic. There's just something about a man of mystery that offers charisma. Oh my goodness, I hate this. Sigma males don't necessarily need anything from anyone. Granted, we all need a few key things to have a happy life: food, shelter, love, warmth. But one of the most appealing traits of a Sigma male is that they don't seem to need anything. They're self-sufficient, seemingly strong, and capable of taking care of themselves. So, let's try this once more. Granted, we all need a few key things to have a happy life: food, shelter, love, warmth. But one of the most appealing traits about them is that they don't seem to need anything. They're self-sufficient, seemingly strong, and capable of taking care of themselves. I think that's a sentence that anyone would like to be able to say, yeah, that describes me. That's me. That's my thing, I rely on myself and I can keep up with myself. Being independent is key. Again, you can say that about pretty much anyone. I wonder, would it just break into complete, blank space and nothingness if it went even a tiny bit vaguer? Just a teeny bit vaguer. It would just be nothing at that point. Sigma males are independent without even trying. They may have a close friend or two, but these friendships likely offer up companionship and not necessity. A Sigma male is intentional about who is in his life, including who he dates. Obviously, you should be intentional about who you date. That's a person you might potentially want to spend your life with. I'm not saying you always have to, but yeah. Again, this could be said about anyone. If you just go, oh, they may have a close friend or two, but these friendships likely offer up companionship and not necessity. But I think that companionship is a necessity in a way, if we need to get philosophical.
Do Sigmas require an in-depth explanation? Maybe, maybe not. You decide.
Sigma males may be off the grid. It's a blessing and a curse to meet someone who chooses to stay mostly away from the internet. While social media has taken over so many of our lives, Sigma personality types are the least likely to engage in social media, at least most of it. It can feel old-fashioned, but it's also very appealing to meet someone who chooses not to engage in clickbait and the newfound rules of being available at all times. Ooh, okay, this is a lot to unpack. So, again, I think it is appealing when someone is not consumed by social media. I try not to be, but at the same time, does it kind of lean into boomer humor or books good, phone bad stuff? wife silly stuff. Like it's these are the types of jokes that I would expect from a Sigma male, quote unquote, to make. Sigma males may be hard to reach, not just because they're off the grid, but because they're so used to not relying on other people or needing other people that they may feel out of touch. Dating or trying to date a Sigma male may not be an easy venture, but if you can reach them truly and deeply, it may very well be worth it. There's a lot of truth to these personality types. However, it's not possible to assign a single personality type to every single person you meet. For people with Sigma tendencies, be aware that they like their own space. They march to the beat of their own drums, and they can control a room like an alpha wishes he could. What is this? Like, it's the same energy as astrology and like star signs and things. There is obviously some truth whenever you go ahead and make these overarching, sweeping generalizations. Obviously, something's going to turn out to be true. But at the same time, if everything is true, is anything true? Like, if you get what I mean. It's odd. Sigma tendencies as well. It's like my box is so vague that it's difficult to even check it. Anyway, what do you think of the article? What do you think of the Sigma males? Do you agree or disagree with the critics buzzing around? What do you think of what I said? Am I reading too deep? Okay, that's about it. I love you all so much. As always, if you like content that I make, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, click the bell, let me know your ideas. As always, so welcome. Agree, comment down below. Disagree, comment down below. Just don't be a douche. Love you so much. See you next time.